don't need to dawdle too much here because we're already at 6:17 and Tricia is recording us as we speak. So this is a special voting meeting held today because we did indeed have to cancel last Tuesday's regular board meeting because Tuesday got to be a little complicated, I think, right? Yeah, that was Tuesday, I believe, right? Just a long day at Ithaca High and a little complicated as far as having a regular board meeting. So the object tonight is just go ahead and approve really that consent agenda. And we'll have our regular board meeting next week as is scheduled. And so we'll really just have to go through our processes to approve the consent agenda. Part of that process is going into exec session, I believe, Sean, correct? And we'll need a motion and a second and a roll call to do that.
I move we enter into executive session for the purpose of discussion regarding proposed pending or current litigation, collective negotiations pursuant to Article 14 of the Civil Service Law and matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of particular persons or corporations.
Second.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Chris. And that is indeed the correct way to go into exec session. So I appreciate your clarity and diligence. And Tricia, if you could call the roll, we can keep moving.
Rob Ainsley.
Yes.
Erin Croyle.
Yes.
Kelly Evans.
Yes.
Sean Eversley Bradwell.
Yes.
Nicola Faith.
Yes.
Moira Lang.
Yes.
Chris Malcolm.
Yes.
Patricia Wazalu.
Yes.
Very good. Thanks, everyone. We'll hop into exec session, and I think Tricia will pop that up so we can go into that meeting, and we'll address the questions that we need to discuss. I think I can unmute myself now. So if I'm not mistaken, recording is in progress. And we are back from exec session, and we just have a little bit of business to wrap up here. We have some more board members that are making their way back. And when we have most everyone, we can go ahead and do what we need to do, which is address the consent agenda in one item of business that we will vote on separately. Sean, are we back? Are we ready? Do you think? Chris, others, Chris, I don't know, we're back from exec session. We have the consent agenda, which finance typically is involved with, but if you want to move it and second it by someone, and then we can just wrap up here.
I will move the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Second by Pat. A consent agenda is in front of you typically, and well, it is mostly personnel report and other item, but if there are any questions, feel free to sing out. Otherwise, we'll do a roll call. Anything? Waving? Anybody? Are you all right? Okay. So Tricia, we've had an opportunity to discuss all that we need to discuss. So please call the roll.
Rob Ainsley.
Yes.
Kelly Evans.
Yes.
Sean Eversley Bradwell.
Yes.
Eldred Harris.
Yes.
Chris Malcolm.
What happened to me?
I'm sorry, Moira Lang.
Yes.
Chris Malcolm.
Yes, again.
Sorry. Patricia,
That's
Watley.
Yes.
And Moira, from now on, when we call a roll, you can also answer whatever happened to me instead of saying yes. Any verbalization that we wish to use is great when we do these remote meetings. So thanks, Moira, for speaking up for yourself. That no,
What am I?
right? But you're right in obligation to vote on any and all items. And we have one more item, and it's a Board of Education business, and there is a resolution there to ratify an agreement. And if we could just have that moved and seconded, and then we can finish.
Who's got the agenda in front of them to move the resolution?
That's got it.
I've got it.
You got
I move the resolution 5.1 resolution to ratify an agreement. Ratifies an agreement between the district and a parent
That's
with
it.
a disability.
Yeah.
Okay, and a parent with a disability.
No, a
Second.
parent with a student.
That was seconded by Chris, moved by Pat, seconded by Chris. And Tricia, please call the roll.
Rob Ainsley,
Yes.
Sean Eversley Bradwell,
Yes.
Kelly Evans. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Eldred Harris,
Yes.
Maura Lang,
Yes.
Chris Malcolm,
What about me? Oh, I mean, yes.
Patricia Watley.
Yes.
What about, right, anyway, all right, thanks, everybody. That is it for the special voting meeting. We will have a non-special voting meeting next Tuesday, a regular board meeting. A lot of items to address, a lot going on in the district, and much to discuss. And we will do that next week. Right now, some of us will be moving on to the finance work session, and feel free to hang out for that on another Zoom link. But for everyone else, feel free to enjoy the rest of the evening. And thanks for your discussion, input, and all that you do to get us through one week to the next, Dr. Brown and everyone else. So thanks, everybody.